this week to be closer to China. China's economy is shifting from high-speed growth to high-quality development. It is said that the iceberg of the market, the Alps of financing, and the volcano of the transition are three mountains that Chinese private enterprises are facing. Can party building help? How do party branches work in private companies?
民营企业家政治上都是拥护改革开放，都是拥护中国共产党，因为没有中国共产党的改革开放政策，绝没有他们的今天。中国共产党的领导和管理已经成为中国特色的宏观层面、微观层面、政治层面、经济层面、社会层面中的一种管理智慧。
Who has the final say? The board of directors or the party committee?
任何团体、任何组织，它是不是都需要有一个企业文化，去凝聚整个团队，去让整个团队的这个，你可以叫做心往一处想，劲儿往一处使。
What's the real role of party organizations in private enterprises?
无论你是做高科技企业也好，做服务业也好，做其他产业也好，对吧？你的共性就是企业里都有党员，而且你的党员都在你企业里发挥着作用。
其实我们内生动力，我们需要党，我们去找党，需要找我们去找党，因为找了党组织，也许就改变了我们民营企业的命运。
Consider two realities in China today, one political, one economic. Politically, it is no state secret that under General Secretary Xi Jinping, the role of the Communist Party of China, the CPC, the party, has expanded across all aspects of Chinese society. The party has committed itself to the rejuvenation of the Chinese nation. As the Zeitgeist slogan goes, party, government, military, civilian, academic, East, West, South, North, Center, the party leads all. Economically, private enterprises are an indispensable part of China's economic growth, contributing in 2017 more than 50% of tax revenues, 60% of GDP, 70% of technological innovations, 80% of urban employment, and 90% of new jobs. Thus, combining the two realities, the continuing political leadership of the party and the private sector's increasing role in generating economic growth, it should come as no surprise that the party is increasing its presence and participation in private enterprises. Needless to say, this has triggered differing opinions with strong critique in Western media. We explore the party's role in private enterprises. We talk to entrepreneurs running companies and to party theorists explaining why this all works to be closer to China.
远方的家人们，大家现在好。
好，很好，非常好，越来越好，我们神采飞扬。Yes.
In May 1994, Xue Rong, who had resigned from a state-owned enterprise, led 16 laid-off women workers and founded a small cleaning company. To this day, it has developed into a large enterprise of 10 subsidiaries in 6 provinces, with annual revenues of nearly 3 billion yuan and more than 70,000 employees. For Xue, it was not an easy journey.
How can a small homemaking company figure out a way forward? I used to explore the answer to this question without knowing where that's going to lead me. There was one event that changed me completely. When the office building of the CPC Henan Provincial Committee was completed, it put the property management service out to tender. At that time, our company was small and didn't have much influence. But from the bottom of my heart, I really wanted to get the deal.
Xue said, if we win the bid, we would send our best party members to provide service for your building. To our surprise, this helped our company to score additional points. 3 days later, we received the bid-winning notice.
The party organization is at the heart of my company's competitiveness, and the party members are the best brand of my company. At that time, since we mainly provided property management services for the logistics department of government agencies, our success rate in bidding rose exponentially.
For the first time, Xue says she realized that CPC members among her employees could bring the company a good reputation and thus more profits. Moreover, there was a time in China when it was forbidden for private business owners to join the CPC.
The CPC once made a rule that private business owners should not join the party, a rule that was perfectly understandable in the context of that time. However, in the view of some private entrepreneurs, it indicated that the CPC look at them differently. It's not conducive to enhancing their recognition of the CPC, and definitely not conducive to enhancing their trust towards the CPC.
Because at that time, working in such a company, people might have no dignity to talk about it. What could you say when asked by others? I'm in a cleaning company? It would not be very pleasant to say, and the treatment itself was poor.
In the most difficult times, we couldn't keep the management staff, and we were photographed by customers all day long, saying that our service quality wasn't good. Our old party members told me, we should go ahead and set up a party organization. Only by using the party organization can you retain party members.
After careful deliberation by the CPC Central Committee, President Jiang Zemin announced a new rule in his speech on July 1, 2001. Members of the new social class in the non-state sector who are also builders of socialism with Chinese characteristics can also join the party if they meet the criteria.
In April 2002, Xue called for all CPC members in the company to organize a party committee, supported by the sub-district party committee in the area where the company was located.
At the founding meeting, we had 18 party members, plus a dozen managers, and we had a small conference room full of people. On that day, our small office compound was decorated with colorful lights and flags. Back then, our office was very small, and the blackboard was made of plain concrete coated with black paint. And we drew the emblem of the CPC with chalk. It was like a festival. We then set up a party organization of our own volition. We need to be part of the party and get closer to the party. Only by doing so can we change the fortune of our private business.
In the same year that Xue's company began its party committee, over 27% of private enterprises in China founded party organizations, initially to conform to Chinese conditions and thus to seek more growth opportunities, as did Yuan Fang Group.
Members of the new social class, including business owners in the private sector, have all emerged since the reform and opening up, and the number is increasing. When we went to Wenzhou and Xiaoshan cities in Zhejiang province for co-op research, it was clear that all the private business owners there supported the reform and opening up. And all of them supported the Communist Party of China, because without the reform and opening up policy made by the CPC, they would never have become who they are today. It is the reform and opening up that has created opportunities for them, so politically they support the reform and opening up and the CPC from the bottom of their hearts.
In the age of planned economy, the corporate management was carried out with the party organization as the core. We have visited many private companies to learn best practices. Many of them are run by people from state-owned enterprises after they were restructured. So the first group of private enterprises were basically run by people resigned from SOEs, who were very good at using the theory of party building to run enterprises, to establish corporate culture, and to manage effectively.
8 months after the founding of the company party committee, Xue herself joined the CPC and since then has been playing what she calls a vanguard role in creating and uplifting corporate culture.
亚龙，就像这个样子的。
Many of Yuan Fang's employees are cleaning women, doing hard and tiring jobs. How does she motivate and unite everyone? She learns from the way the CPC implements the ideological and political work and turns it into productivity.
你坐到中间两边看。做好了有一部分。就让戴老师过。
We are a labor-intensive company where 80% of the staff are farmers. 80% are female employees over 40-year-old with only junior high school diplomas. It's a group of people who are neither well-educated nor young, but everyone loves the country and their jobs under such corporate culture. How do we succeed in doing this? In fact, the education and guidance are very important.
I have been running the company for a very long time, and I believe that every group and every organization needs a culture to bring the whole team together, to get all to aspire for the same goal and make efforts in unison. We chose to use the party building as the basis for our cooperative culture, because firstly, we can establish an overarching framework of thinking to lead everyone to common views within the company. Secondly, we gradually realize that there is in fact a root consensus in the whole society, and we can reduce communication cost and reach consensus with other entities.
By conducting practical party-related work, such as building an exhibition hall, founding a non-state training school, opening a multimedia studio, and the like, Xue says she can educate, organize, and unite all the employees.
In the process of enacting the party organization, she drew wisdom from the behavior of the party organization and turned a small company made up of laid-off female cleaners into a large company. She has tapped into the wisdom of the CPC in leading and organizing the people. In this operation, she explores for the wisdom embedded in party-building work under the guidance of the CPC and applies it to the corporate management. The wisdom drawn from CPC's organization and leadership is what companies need to know and use to get the best results.
In 2014, Xue handed over operational management of the enterprise to our only son, Li Yuanfang, so that, she says, she could devote herself fully to party affairs.
I just came back from the construction site with dust on my clothes, but I feel motivated because we're upgrading and expanding the exhibition hall. The new venue will have a footprint of 7,000 square meters. While the original budget was 10 million RMB, we've already invested 25 million. Despite our financial pressure, we still need to invest 2 more million to complete the renovation.
I think it's a price worth paying for building our cooperative culture. The total cost, such as a publicity project, accounts for less than 1% of the cooperative revenue. Since our annual revenue is around 3 billion yuan, 1% of it means 20 to 30 million yuan.
劳动最伟大，劳动最光荣。我是网红薛书记，全国劳模网红薛书记。
Now she is well known in business circles as an internet influencer and the Red Preacher.
亲爱的同学们，大家好！马上就要高考了，10年一日重积累，厚积薄发增考场。
5月份书记确实很忙。
The secretary is really busy in May. You can take a look at her itinerary. Sometimes she attends many events in the morning and afternoon on the same day. After participating in this event, we must rush to the next. It's usual that every day is in a hurry.
但是1994年，我借了300块钱，带着16个小姐妹开始了第10次创业。 最累的活儿、最脏的活儿我们都干。我的手很漂亮，曾经给珠宝商做过手模，就是这双手抠了多少干遍我记不清了，刷了多少厕所我也记不清了。
Some foreign media criticize CPC party committees in commercial enterprises because they control business operations and interfere with business decisions. Is that true?
By allowing members of the new social class from private enterprises to foreign-founded enterprises to establish and develop party organizations, the CPC in no way intended to interfere with the operations of these enterprises. The party has never considered doing that, nor is it necessary for it to interfere with the business operations.
Party organizations can bring so many benefits to enterprises. They can improve the cohesiveness within enterprises, bring more profits, and increase enterprises' influence. In times of risks, party members often demonstrate strong resilience and tenacity to sustain the vitality of enterprises. I think all enterprise owners want to grow their business. However, a lot of people may not realize the significance of party organizations, and they're still in the process of exploration.
Today, it is fair to say that in almost all private enterprises above a certain scale, including foreign enterprises, there are party organizations and party work. They find that if there is a party organization in an enterprise, it is easy to have good communication with the government, which is also good for its business.
Serving as the indispensable engine driving China's growth, the private sector continues to grow and its status has been largely, but not consistently, elevated. As of the end of 2017, China had over 27 million private enterprises and 65 million individual businesses, and the registered capital in the private sector exceeded 165 trillion yuan. Nearly 2 million non-public enterprises and over 300,000 social organizations have established party committees, some via innovative approaches. In the context of global economic recovery and domestic transition, here's a way where Chinese small and medium-sized enterprises can prosper.
In 2006, nearly 100 enterprises had moved into our industrial park. I also noticed that some of these enterprises, especially the entrepreneurs who were also CPC members, were very excellent, but they lacked cohesion. I thought that since I could organize party members in my group and let them play a greater role, what about uniting the CPC members of all enterprises in our park as well? So, we set up the first office party building in Beijing, the party committee of Yeqing Mansion. It started to play an active role right after its founding. We first brought the party members together and then selected the best of them. And soon, they not only played a good role in their companies, but had access to various platforms of civil federations and won praises from all walks of life.
Party building of the office premises, or office party building, has been a buzzword among Chinese enterprises, especially CEOs of small and medium-sized enterprises. It means that office property service providers use commercial buildings as venues to connect enterprises, business owners, and employees that are developing party organizations to share experiences and offer suggestions. Note, at the end of 2018, small, medium, and micro enterprises, which together account for 99.8% of all companies.
When we encounter difficulties in the course of a business, we can help each other through the platform provided by the party committee. Business owners will help each other to gain market shares, solve challenges, and find resources. We prefer huddling together for warmth rather than fighting on our own. 15 years ago, we could only fight alone as a company. When I shared with my friends, I said, if you don't break the law, no one will pay attention to you. Your business can go on if you are doing well. Your business will fail if you are not doing well. With the platform provided by the party committee, things are different. When you have difficulties, the party committee really steps in and help you out.
We also invited leaders of the party committee of the office building to talk to the tax authorities. They were very cooperative in terms of going on visits with us and getting to know our clients and suppliers. With the endorsement of the office party committee, we managed to get tax invoice with a maximum face value of 10 million RMB issued by the tax authorities. Actually, this is very rare. Some people may think it's not a big deal. However, our clients may see us differently because of the type of invoice we use. They may think we're financially strong and a force to be reckoned with.
For private enterprises and their owners, the key to high-quality growth lies in people, particularly CPC members in the company serving as what is called vanguard fighters.
Whether you are a high-tech company, a service company, or a company in any other industry, the common denominator is that in the company, you have party members who play a crucial role in your business, and some of whom are senior executives.
Party building has become a science because it can play a crucial role in the development of enterprises. For example, 2 days ago, I took a visit in an enterprise. The business owner told me about the urgent need for the party building talent. After learning about the 100-year history of the CPC, he found that the CPC was the greatest startup team in history.
Because there are more and more people taking jobs in economic entities of the private sector, the CPC hopes to recruit members from all these entities and across different social groups. It wants to promote the establishment of party organizations in these entities and unite people from all walks of life around the party.
The Office Party Committee had just over 100 members 15 years ago, but now we have more than 800 members, and have fostered over 130 party members of our own. People always think that party building work is just about setting up party organizations and carrying out activities. That's an oversimplification. I think the key is to create better versions of ourselves. By cultivating people's sense of responsibility and morality, such efforts can have an impact on a growing number of people who will then follow and be grateful to the CPC. As a result, the society gets stable and harmonious, and everyone in the society can have a better future. So party building is about cultivating better men and women in the society. It's not a simple formality that we go through.
As China sees its modern governance model, the CPC's party building in private enterprises expresses a unique party enterprise culture and a developmental road with Chinese characteristics.
As long as the awareness is raised, business owners will actually be able to translate the key elements used by the CPC in modernizing the national governance system into essential elements in corporate management, which will definitely promote the development of the enterprise. I believe that the speed of party building in private sector will only continue to accelerate and will definitely grow in tandem with the enterprises, the economy, the socialism with Chinese characteristics in the new era, and the socialist modernization in the new development stage. The party building work and corporate development will definitely go ahead hand in hand.
There is no doubt that, given China's conditions, party branches do benefit private companies. The foreign media may think otherwise. Business owners really believe they can use party branches to benefit their companies. And business owners are concerned almost entirely about the growth, profitability, and success of their companies. But I am not here to say that every business owner in China is thrilled to have party branches in their companies, although some indeed are. I am here to say that business owners are a wily lot. They seek diverse ways to build their companies and realize their dreams. And many see party branches as a special way to develop new business opportunities by leveraging party relationships. There are operational challenges, of course. For example, If company employees who are party members try using party branches to play corporate politics, seeking to advance their personal interests by wielding party power. Looking macroscopically, the party company system is integral to what China is calling its modern enterprise management system, which seeks to learn best practices from developed market economies and adapt and institutionalize them for China's socialist market economy with Chinese characteristics. It is a system that is still a work in progress, and it will always be. That's part of the CPC's strength. In our next episode on the CPC at 100, we explore how the party's personnel system works, how the party selects, educates, trains, monitors, evaluates, retrains, promotes, and when necessary, demotes its members and officials to be closer to China.